Well, first they are getting Julian, then they will get you, me, everyone. This is a clear struggle for freedom of the press and for the right of citizens to know that which governments are doing behind their backs, supposedly on their behalf.
The lying is at the heart of it. So if you go and get people really inside the national security state and reveal the war crimes, the lying, the bullshit of the arms industry, that's like putting a dagger into a place you're not allowed to go.
So I think this case is absolutely devastating, horrifying, and wide-reaching implications for press freedom and journalism as a whole. And unfortunately, people have already made up their mind about Julian Assange. They're not taking a stand the way they should be.
It turned out he was under surveillance. It turned out there were people eavesdropping on everything he was doing. It turned out there were people even checking the nappies of his baby to check who it was and all the rest of it. For goodness sake, this is inhuman treatment of somebody that tried to bring some humanity to our planet.
And he's been the subject of a smear campaign, many smear campaigns, for at least the last 7 years or more. Why? You know, he is being punished, as is Julian Assange and Edward Snowden, for releasing the truth, and the truth that does not reflect well, that in fact exposes lies, torture, war crimes.
He's on death row. He will be on death row if he is extradited.
A felon who confessed, who's one of the US's principal witnesses in this grotesque case. Not long ago, he confessed that everything he said was a fabrication. Not a word about him.
If this man gets extradited to the United States, he will be tortured until the day he dies.
Let's not forget that the US planned to assassinate Julian in the UK while he was in the embassy, and now they've put him in the harshest prison in the UK for almost 4 years. Open your eyes.
It may now be Julian and it may now be Glenn Greenwald, but who will be next?
Julian is a publisher. Julian is also a son. He's a friend. He's my fiancé and a father. Julian needs his freedom, and our democracy needs a free press.
Yes, it is about Julian Assange, but it is much more also about all of you and your children and your families. And 20 years from now, will you still be able to know the truth about what your government is doing? Or when it has become a crime to inform you about what your government is doing with your tax money to other people that have not done anything wrong in their lives?
Activist in Munich. I'm in London outside the Old Bailey courthouse. Assange was rearrested under the new superseding indictment. Today is the first day of the appeal hearing in the extradition proceedings.
Free Julian Assange!
We are all Julian Assange. How would you know about all the crimes committed in our names if there weren't the billions of leaks published by WikiLeaks?
If wars can be started by lies, peace can be started by truth.
We're going to lock people away, facing 200 years in prison for exposing war crimes. What kind of country, what kind of world are we going to live in? So we have to stand up and collectively say no more.
You know, I was in the courtroom when Baritza started complaining about the noise outside. So they know people are out there.
If you're an activist of any kind, right, left, center, an animal rights activist, an environmental activist, a socialist activist, any kind of an activist against global institutions, and you're not capable of setting aside whatever emotional feelings you have for Julian Assange to defend basic press freedom, you are going to create a world for yourself in which the presidents you're now acquiescing to or cheering out of some misplaced hatred for Julian Assange are going to be used against you.
When you're in a dark room, one person switching on the light will make everyone see, right? Don't look for the light somewhere else. Go and switch it on yourself.
We should all thank Julian for his courage and integrity in providing us with this precious gift at great cost to himself, much to our shame.
What is happening to Julian Assange is a crime, and he must be freed. If we're going to free the world, we have to free Assange. Thank you, and stay free.
Showed your solidarity with Julian. It is so meaningful to all of us, and to Julian, he will be so energized and, thankful for the support that you've shown for him. Please keep it up. Let's keep building this. Thank you.